Have you noticed that more and more social media accounts are starting to use professional looking links in their bios that aren't going to their website, but are helping to guide their followers to really simple next steps they can take all in one place? This is called having a link in bio software, and it can be a really great addition to your software stack, especially as a healer or coach trying to turn your social media posting and content into actual new business on the back end. Welcome to the ultimate guide to Pensight Link-in-Bio software. If you're a coach or a healer who wants to leverage the power of social media to attract more clients, increase engagement, and ultimately grow your business, then you're in the right place. I know how confusing it can be to search out and learn all the options and details of software. Look, you're amazing at what you do as a coach or a healer, but software might not be your jam. Let me keep it simple and actionable for you. In this video, I will show you why I believe Pensight is the best link in bio out there for online coaches and healers, especially if you don't have a website set up yet with all your details and programs and offerings. But don't worry if you already have that. I still think it's a great choice to help increase clicks, bookings, and clients. And P.S., if you've already been looking into Pensight, you know it has really amazing free features you can use ongoing, not just a trial period. But in case you want to upgrade down the road, make sure to find my link in the description below so you can sign up and actually set yourself up for 40% off savings in case you need the pro features later on. Now, hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am Chelsea Fournier, aka your intuitive business mentor. In this space, we talk about how you can design and run an online business that you love and that loves you back. That means bringing your knowledge, gifts, and expertise out to the world as a coach, healer, or helper, and earning a living doing what you love. As you explore the videos on this channel, you will find inspiration, encouragement, and very practical tips and tutorials on how you can launch and grow a business online, even if you are an empath or sensitive soul navigating this crazy online world. If you've been watching a couple videos, like what you see, and have forgotten to subscribe, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so that you can get notifications of when I have new videos coming out that could help you on your journey. We're going to jump right into screen share mode because I'm assuming, like me, you like to see what's actually going on. So we're going to look first at like outside view of someone seeing my profile and what my Pensight looks like. And then we're going to go over to Pensight software and look at the features and then even log into my account to show you how simple it is to get set up. So for example, this is my Instagram feed. I have the opportunity to put a link in my bio. And so there is the opportunity to say like, hey, register for my free workshop coming up, register, link in the bio, book a discovery call with me, apply to work with me, all of these different calls to action you might have in your social media. It's nice if people can go and there's like one place. Now, I am of the mindset that you don't want to have 30 things in your link in bio unless you're like an influencer and that's your jam. But for most of us here, we're looking at how can we guide people to join our email list? How can we guide them to book sessions with us, apply to work with us, access a course? Like it's a core amount of things. And then maybe sprinkling in some resources of your podcast or a YouTube channel. So we're going to actually look at my Pensight. I'm going to show you how nice it is that you can actually update the banner at the top. This is just an image I made in Canva and uploaded into Pensight. You can have your headshot so people can kind of like, oh, this is her headshot she uses on Instagram. It's the same as when you come into my Pensight, that relatability, keeping things consistent for your brand. Then you can put your name, you can put a little bio, you can link in all of the social media channels that you might want people to spiral off to and go search and binge all of your content. And then you can actually start to put in free resources, paid resources, applications, and media. Now, I am going to point out that I do have a website. It's actually builtinsystem.io, which I highly recommend. It's a free place to be able to grow, to create a website. I'll do future trainings on that. Comment below this video if you want to know how to set up a free website and blog. I'd be happy to walk through that down the road. But for now, we're going to stay on Pensight. And so I do have a website, but if I didn't, instead of having a button, I'll show you, for example, this is a free download. Right now, I use a button within my Pensight to come over to the page so that people can actually just put in their information to get my free intuitive pricing guide. If I did not have a website, I would just use the feature within Pensight that would allow, instead of the button, to just put a field for name and a field for email. and be able to deliver that guide right here within Pensight, and then be able to have that person's email address that I could put into my email system. So it's very simple, and that's why I say if you don't have a website, I would do Pensight first and then figure out working on the back end stuff as things are clearer. But if you do have a website, you can still drive traffic there, and you get to decide, do you prefer having the fields people can fill out right here, or are you okay with them taking one more step to get over to a page and maybe being able to leverage analytics or tracking that you have set up on your website? So for example, right now I have a free guide to grow my email list. I have my monthly membership highlighted, an application to work with me. Right now, this literally goes over to a free Google form, and that's a nice way to be able to just have an entirely free setup. And then I highlight my most recent podcast episode as a button over to the show. And then I'm able to embed my most recent YouTube video. If you have a YouTube channel, I think Pensight is a must for you, because you can actually embed this as opposed to linking people away. People can watch my video right within my Pensight. Feel free to go check it out on my own link and see how that works. You can also put these little like carousels of other things you recommend. For me, I use that space right now of resources and softwares that I am an affiliate of that I recommend. So let's jump over to Pensight and just get to know a little bit about, this would be a competitor of StanStore, of Linktree, of Snipfeed, and they're all great in different ways. The reason I specifically chose Pensight to use and to recommend to my clients is this: $0 a month. You only receive a 3% transaction fee, and that includes Stripe, and Stripe is 3% anyways. So you're basically having so many resources that you can use for free. Yes, they do have a pro version, which breaks down to $23 a month, but you can do so much within the free version that for most of my clients, they won't have to upgrade to access the pro features for quite a while. And when they do, you're making money. So it's great. So let's just look at what you're able to do. It's $29 a month, or it breaks down if you do annually. So you're able to book one-on-one sessions, one-on-one session bundles. So if you have like an 8-session package, you can set that right up within here. Digital products, perhaps you have a guided meditation or a breathwork audio or a guide on how to do certain stretches. You can actually deliver that. You can even deliver a course. You can have group events. So if you have upcoming workshops, you can do video Q&A. Now it starts to cut off. You can, within the pro version, set up memberships, group programs, payment plans, subscription payments, accelerated payouts, and custom checkout forms. But so many of those things you can be doing in other places. And we can, if you ever decide that you want to have some consultation with me, I do offer basically software reviews of what you have going on in your business to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck and the best experience for your clients. But so much of this can be done right within the free version that we're actually going to log in to my account and show you what it looks like to set things up. So I'm very new to Pensight. My analytics are just kind of getting set up. But what I'm able to show you, if we look at my page, you can see it's super easy to edit the cover. Again, I just made mine in Canva to put your headshot, to edit your bio, edit your details right here. Super simple to do. I set this entire store up probably within an hour. And the only reason it took longer than that is because I did make custom images for these different sections. So for example, I went in and made a thumbnail in Canva for each of the items, honestly, just because I think it looks pretty, but it literally tells you what image size it should be. You can go into Canva, make something super simple, or you can even take the thumbnail off. You can also take the button off and instead collect information so that you're collecting their name right within a field. So there's lots of different options of what you can do. But of course, I'm going to turn on my button and turn on my thumbnail as it was. So anytime, like just for example, right now I'm not booking human design readings. And so this is turned off. So you can also work in advance to be able to like, hey, I'm going to be running this group program in a couple months. I want to be able to get things behind the scenes worked on so I'm not scrambling at the end. You can create things and turn them on or off, or if you do things seasonally. Now you can actually have a calendar set up right within here. So if you're just starting from scratch and jumping into launching an online healing business, this could replace the cost of something like Calendly or Acuity, because you can actually book free and paid sessions right within here. It could also replace Zoom as an expense because you can actually run your calls right through Pensight, which is really, really cool. You can chat with your clients, you can have them fill out forms, You can set up other types of products, such as courses or deliverables like those PDFs or guided meditations we talked about. You can set up coupons. It's so simple. And there's tons of really great tutorials out there, both on YouTube and on the Pensight website, that it's very user-friendly. And of course, I'm always here if you want to ask questions, or feel free to explore booking a software review to make sure that your setup is as simple and streamlined as possible. We also go over a lot of these types of things inside my intuitive business community, because on a monthly basis, we have Q&A calls and also strategy trainings. And if someone ever puts their hand up and says, I need a strategy training on how to streamline my calls to action from social media to bookings, then Pensight might be something that I bring up in a strategy training, or we can absolutely dive into it in a Q&A call. So I hope that this inspires you to explore Pensight as a resource for you to streamline that link in bio. I think it's better than StanStore because of many of the features of being able to embed media and being able to really have a streamlined process right within, going from the link to checkout and either linking to your website or collecting information and payment right within Pensight. It's really slick. And if you check it out and you start using it in your business, please reach out and let me know how it goes, because I would love to cheer you on. Now that you have more ideas on how you can use Pensight software to capture more of your followers to take a next step with you, access your free resource, or even book you for a session, I know your mind might be going a million different directions right now. I want to remind you that the world deserves your gifts, and you deserve to earn a real living doing what you love as a coach or healer online. And you know it's a cumulative journey. So make sure to check out the next video on my playlist on tips for successful coaching and healing businesses, because combining what you learned in this video with what you can explore next together will be 10 times more powerful. So see you in the next video.